Now, let's break down and discuss this Java code in a basic and easy way. This program creates a simple graphical user interface, GUI, for ordering pizza with various options for flavor, size, and add-ons. First, importing necessary libraries. The program starts by importing various libraries that provide the tools needed for creating the GUI and handling events like button and clicks. Next, for the main class and variables. The main class main contains variable to store user selection and the GUI components. Next, main method to launch the application. The main method uses event queue, invoke later to ensure the GUI updates correctly. Next is for the constructor. The constructor main calls the initialize method to set up the GUI components. For the next is initialize method. The initialize method sets up the GUI components and their configurations. Next is adding components. Flavor selection uses JRedio button to allow the user to select a pizza flavor. Then, for create order button, this button gathers the user selection and calculates the total price.
My name is Alvin Sara Isarapian. At sa loob ng aming class main, nag-declare kami ng frame, string flavor, string size, string temp 1, temp 2, temp 3, tsaka add-ons price list array, then string add-ons 1, add-ons 2, add-ons 3, 4, 5, then flavor price, total price, tsaka user payment.
Dito naman sa private void initialize, ito ay isang method kasi nasa loob siya ng class. Dito tayo nag-declare ng add-ons 1, add-ons 2, add-ons 3, add-ons 4, add-ons 5. Yan, papaliwanag ng partner ko yan pagtapos ko. Dito naman yung frame. Ito yung frame na to. Ito yung frame na kumbaga ito yung GUI ito yung screen na nakikita ng users natin. Ito naman, nag-declare kami dito ng label selector flavor. Ito, select flavor. Yan, ito yung lalabas doon sa design. So, select flavor. Subukan natin i-run para makita nyo, mapaliwanag ko na maayos. Yan. Kita natin. Yan. Itong select flavor na to label, ito yan, oh. Ito yan. Ito, kita nyo? Kita lang isa. Kita nyo yan, ha. Yan yun. Ito yun, no? Ito yun. Yan. Ito. Ito naman flavor panel. Ito yan. Ito yan. Itong yung box na to. Kung saan nasa loob nito yung Hawaiian, ham and cheese, pepperoni. Yan yun, no? Yung JRadio button. Yung bilog na yan. JRadio button, tatlo yan. Yan. Tapos ito. Yan. Dito rin namin dineclare yung button group. Katulad ng mga size selection panel. Katulad na ito. Ito. Size selection panel. Tapos button group naman ulit para sa kanila. Tapos yung pepperoni. Yan. Yan. Mga J-panel. Yun lang.
I'm John Albert Dawat and I'm discussing size selection panel and radio button. Una, gumamit kami ng JRadio button. Then, naglabel kami ng tatlong size. Small size, medium size, and large size. Then, gumamit kami ng button group. Gumamit kami dito ng button group kasi meron tayong tatlong pamimilian. Sa tatlong pamimilian nito, isa lang yung pwedeng nating mapipili.
Hi, I'm John Patrick Estor. Welcome to the welcome welcome to the add-on selection of our pizza ordering system. In this part, of application, we allow user to customize their select by selecting additional toppings. Let's go through the key components of their configuration. First, we have add-ons panel. Ito po, add-ons panel and checkbox. This panel is created by using JPanel and it's bordered with a line border to visually distinguish it from other parts of the application. Ito po, gumamit yun. This panel's bounds are set to position it properly within the frame. Next, we have checkbox and different topping. We have 5 different toppings: pepper, onions, black olives, green pepper, and extra cheese. Each checkbox represents an add-ons that the user can select. How do this checkbox works? Each checkbox is an instance of J checkbox. We add action listener to each checkbox. This listener detects when the checkbox is selected or deselected. When the checkbox is selected, the corresponding price is added to the add-ons price list, and the toppings name is sorted in string variables. If the checkbox is deselected, the price is removed from the add-ons price list, and the toppings name is cleared from its string variable. For example, when the user selects the pepper checkbox, an action listener updates the add-ons price list by adding the price of pepper, which is 5. Ito po. Which is 5. The name pepper is sorted in the variable add-ons 1. Ito po. Ito po siya. This mechanism ensures that the total price of pizza, including all selected owns, is accurately calculated and displayed in the order summary. To summarize, the JPanel holds all the add-ons checkbox. Each checkbox has an action listener to manage the selection state and update the selection state and update the price list and the toppings name accordingly. These setups allows users to customize their pizza with additional toppings, enhancing their ordering experience. That is it for the add-ons selection. Thank you.
And I am Sam Clarence Flores, and today I'll explain it to you paano natin ginagawa itong project na ito sa part na ito. Ngayon, nag-create tayo ng button na create order set bounds na mayroong coordinates na 20, 460, 189, 23, and it stands for left, right, height, and width kung gaano kalapad or katangkadang isang button natin. So, J button create order button to create the order. So, next naman po natin is yung action listener. So, dito po manggagaling yung action performer kung if mangyayari yung isang action na yon. And it updates the order summary with selected flavor and size. And dito po sa part na ito, kinakalculate niya ang total price based on the selected size and
other add-ons kung meron mo po siyang, kung ang user ay meron napili. The next naman po is it enables the compute button if the order is valid.
And now, let's proceed summary panel and labels. Dito, meron kaming order summary. Then, pizza flavor. Ito. Then, pizza size. Ito. Ayan. Then, add-ons. Ano ba pa logo? Then, nag-declared, ang background namin is color white. Then, yun lang.
So, ngayon, dito naman tayo sa pagko-compute ng payment ng user. Dito, una, ito, explain natin tong payment label. Ang payment label natin ay ito. Ito, yan, nakita niya, payment label. Kasi, dito natin siya initialize. Pero yung declaration niya, nasa taas. So, hanapin natin. Hindi. Yan. Kasi nasa taas yung declaration natin dito. Ito naman, user payment text field. Ito yan. Ito, kita nyo guys. Yan. Ito naman, change label lang yan. User change label yan. Ito. Change label. Ibig sabihin, yung magiging sukli nung user natin kapag nagbayad na siya. Dito yan. Tapos meron tayo ditong BTN button compute na variable. Ito yan. Nakita nyo, di ba? Hindi siya napipindot. Kasi naka-disable to. Kasi wala pa tayong kini-create na order. Pero pag nakapag-create tayo ng order, pwede na ito pindutin. Dito naman, meron tayo ditong action event listener na kung saan pag click natin to, yung compute. Sabi niya dito, sa if else, if yung user daw text is empty, show dialog. Kumbaga, magko-prompt siya. Subukan natin ha. Una, create muna tayo ng order. Wait, hindi ko makita. Create muna tayo ng order. Yan, kunyari empty siya. Di ba? Yung sinabi ko kanina. Mag-show siya ng dialog. Yung show niya. Sabi ko na show niya. Yun na. Please make payment above. Kasi empty daw. Ngayon naman, kung hindi naman, yun, mag-input tayo dito ng number. So, kunyari, ang input natin ay 120. Then, yun. Sa change natin, 10. Pero kung mas mababa, subukan natin kung mas mababa ang input niya. Kumpara dun sa total price. 90. Compute. Yun. Not enough money. Tapos, automatically, yung change natin magiging 0. Yun lang guys.